Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a no communication reading for my dearest Leos. Leo, we're going to take a look at someone whom you're not in communication with either because it's not an established relationship or there's been some sort of fight, argument, or disagreement. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what clear messages, advice, and guidance come through for my lovely Leos out there. And if these messages do resonate, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And just a friendly reminder, I am available for private readings, so if you're after one, I have those links down below. All right, let's get started. Let's see what comes through here. All right, so your person, Queen of Wands in reverse, okay. How they're viewing you, Temperance in reverse. Ooh, okay, so it looks like you both have been, it feels like there's been a bit of an ego clash here. You could be dealing with a Sag, but you don't have to be. And their future action towards you, the Nine of Swords, and we have the Two of Pentacles. Your person's on the fence here, Leo. It feels like there's been a lot of fighting or arguing here. The Two of Pentacles also tells me, and the Queen of Wands in reverse, could be that this person has a choice in love. The Queen of Wands can be, somebody who, gets very angry or upset. Things get really heated here. But it can also be an energy of promiscuity here. Okay, so just a little heads up. They could have a choice, between you and somebody else. Let's see. Why do we have the Queen of Wands in reverse? The Magician card. Okay, so this person, Virgo, Gemini energy. They may be trying to manifest you. But with the Justice card in reverse, I feel like, I'm wondering, Leo, does this person ask more of you than they're willing to give? I'm kind of getting an energy here where like you might be feeling drained. Like this person can't stand it if you ignore them or you have them blocked. But with the Justice card in reverse, it's like this person acts aloof or superficial and they try to manifest you, but then I feel like that you guys fall into the same situation where you end up fighting or arguing again. Or this person tries to make you jealous is kind of what I'm seeing. With Temperance energy in reverse, they know that you're angry, that you're triggered. They don't want you to give them the cold shoulder. They do want you to come back around because they do feel like you're the one for them, okay? And they know that you might need to heal from whatever they've said or done, okay? So with the Nine of Swords, this person's really kind of stressed and freaking out about this connection. They want growth and expansion here, but it's like this person's not willing to do the work, Leo, and I feel like that's where you need to take a look at this connection because I kind of feel like, I don't know if they bounce between you and somebody else or they're always kind of like, it's always all about them is what I'm getting. And we see the Ace of Cups energy in reverse. This person may have a blocked heart chakra. What I'm getting, Leo, is this is someone who I feel like, I don't know if they have trauma from their childhood or other relationships, but I feel like they have a considerable amount of dysfunction when it comes to their relationships. Like they need a lot of validation, and they may need a lot of validation from you and from other people, and like that can cause some serious issues in this relationship. It doesn't feel super healthy, to be honest. It's like they want you, but then it's like they discard you or they try to, or they act superficial or aloof, or they don't pull their weight. All right, yeah, this person has an imbalanced solar plexus chakra. So I'm seeing this is somebody who's got a lot of ego. I'm seeing that this is someone who, I kind of feel like they're impulsive. I feel like they're argumentative. I feel like, but they also they might say they're going to do better and be better, Leo, but then they kind of just fall back into those old patterns. All right. Yeah, we have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. They do want to, but it's interesting. It's like they do want to create with you. They're very physically attracted to you. And again, they may lure you in with the physical, with like sexual attraction. That's kind of what I'm getting. Like the sex is really good here. But I'm seeing that they don't have, they lack the strength and the will to actually create what they say they want to create or to change their patterns and their behaviors. Yeah, and we see man holding a heart. I do feel this person's a bit of a player but I feel like more so that comes from like some sort of childhood trauma or not being secure in themselves, needing validation and attention from others, and it's keeping you and them stuck because it's like they don't want to let you go. All right, they don't want to let you go. Let's see, but it's also like they don't have that discipline and that self-discipline to actually do what it takes to like make this work or to like make changes is what I'm getting. So let's see, what do they need to overcome, or what are they going through? All work and no play. Strike a balance between the time spent on work and the sacrifice of your personal time. There's that imbalance. Like I feel like this person doesn't always prioritize you or the connection, and then they're like, okay, I'll do better next time, right? And we see thoughts. Discuss things logically, but release over analyzing to balance the heart and the mind. So there is an imbalance here with this person. They may be an overthinker, but I'm also getting sometimes they don't think at all. Okay, like they're just sort of, they act impulsively and then they think later. All right, so what are the lessons attached to this connection for my Leos? Responsibility, accountability around one's actions means no excuses and no blaming. And also remember that it takes two, because I'm picking up on Leos here that do take this person back, that do give this person second chances here. Okay, and allow yourself to receive. Remember that you deserve love, that it can't be just giving all to this person. So let others do nice things for you. This may be their way of showing appreciation. Okay, but again, also, like, I'm not saying you have to demand that this person does nice things for you, but also recognizing that you deserve to receive. And you need to give this person also space to give to you. Okay, and if you do find yourself over giving or always kind of wanting to come in and swoop in and save the day, give them space to give to you. And if they don't, you get a very clear answer as to whom you're dealing with. So Spirit's also saying that you're encouraged to find your happy place and don't let a situation rob you of your joy, because I do feel like this situation does rob you of joy. I mean, we see this person as well being in the Nine of Swords energy, but I get this like such a strong push and a pull here that it's like even making me feel nervous, Leo. It's like making me feel like ungrounded, uncentered. Okay, let's see. Clear messages, advice, and guidance. What else do we need to know about this relationship? Fragile heart. You can be vulnerable and trust in this connection. Your fragile heart is safe. Okay, so I do think this person, I mean, that's not the energy I've been getting throughout the reading. Okay, but it's like you can be vulnerable with one another. Maybe you have been extremely vulnerable with one another, but I feel like it's that this person really switches that up, okay, with these lessons of Mars. This is the energy I was picking up on. Purely physical sexual attraction, fire and passions run fast and burn fast without other elements. So I do feel like there's this beautiful energy of vulnerability, and then we have this like sexual attraction, this, runs hot, runs fast, and then there's nothing, or there's like a pullback. It feels heavy, Leo. It feels difficult. It feels like there's drama. It feels like there's trauma even. Okay, so we see sacred space. So Spirit's urging my Leos for a timeout, clear your energy. That space is going to bring you clarity about how to move forward here, or whether or not this is a connection that you should proceed with. Let's see, what does this person want you to know? What do they want to say to you? I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings, okay? But see, I don't necessarily love this message, because I feel like this person is used to that stop and that start, or that push and that pull, all right? And we have imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Okay, so again, we do see this person being really heavily in their thoughts. Okay, maybe even, over analyzing. But what I'm kind of getting here, Leo, is this person might also be very jealous of you. And if they see you talking to somebody else, they imagine the worst. So I'm getting a lot of I'm getting a really unhealed energy off of this person that I feel like a lot of my Leos, you really need to take a look at here. Okay, and we see fear-based energy. I realize that I'm testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. This person has a lot of fear of losing you. Okay, but they also have a lot of fear of of change is what I'm getting, or a fear. I'm getting that this person struggles with pretty heavy abandonment wounds and issues. Like they want you, but then they don't want you. They get attention elsewhere. Then they come back to you. It's like they've always got to have someone there reassuring them. And, you know, I feel like it's exhausting. And I feel like this is a really tough cycle this person and you may be stuck in. All right, so it's really important to take a look at that. All right, let's see. Final advice and guidance for my Leos. We have the Garden. This is a beautiful card, but I am going to read from the book. These are the true love reading cards. So the Garden says that the garden is lush and fertile when she's healthy, barren, and let me start again. Mercury retrograde is doing a number on me, guys. The garden is lush and fertile when she is healthy, barren and forbidding when she is neglected. She ebbs and flows with the seasons, is still when she needs to be, and full of color, life, and nourishment when the timing is right. She bursts with fruit and flowers and attracts all good things to her. Animals and people come to marvel at her beauty, enjoy her cool shade, inhale her fragrance, and restore themselves. In a world where we are constantly under pressure to be active, the idea of being the garden rather than the gardener can seem far too passive. And that's his energy. This is a message pervading your reading, Leo, that you need to allow yourself to receive. Okay? In this context, however, to be passive means to be peaceful and in a state of trust, right? And I'm definitely picking up in this reading that there's not a lot of peace here within this relationship. Trusting that all you need is available to you without having to hunt it down. Modern women will wonder how long they need to wait for a suitable gardener to come along, while modern men may feel that they already have enough to do without having to nurture the feminine in their lives as well. The truth is that we all have an inner garden and gardener, and true abundance develops in your life when you maintain a healthy balance between the two. You have drawn this card today because your inner garden is in need of some attention. Be sure to reconnect yourself to the feminine cycles of nature by spending time in an actual garden and tuning into the vibration of the seasons, by enjoying a healthy meal made only from fruits and vegetables that are in season, filling a vase with fresh flowers, or by spending time outside where you will be exposed to the climate and environment. Consider the blessings and bounty you have to share with those you love. Honor your own inner cycles and see yourself once more as the beautiful person you are. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, my Leos. Love and light. Take care.